Hey y'all, Jamie here. Proud 55-year-old trans woman from New Orleans. So, where last I left off? Well, y'all, I was on the court stand in the criminal court of Judge Shea in New Orleans, Louisiana on December 20th, 1989. Yeah, I remember the date. It was 5 days before Christmas. And so, I get up on the witness stand, right? Actually, before I get up on the witness stand, y'all, they bring up the probation officer that was supposed to be my probation officer for the, couple of years it had been since the case, right? And so they bring her up on the witness stand and they're like, what can you say in defense of this defendant kind of thing? And she's like, well, to be honest with you, Your Honor, I would love to be able to say something in defense of this person, like to help them out, but I've never met them. And okay, so what I told my defense attorney was that I thought I was under unsupervised probation. I thought they told me, go out into the world and keep your nose clean, and that was it, right? No, Jamie. And truthfully, I probably knew better. Like, deep down, I probably knew better and just, told myself, go keep your nose clean, which I didn't. I kept getting arrested, but it was always under aliases. This time was under my dead name. Like, it was my legal name at that time. So, Judge Shea looks at me when I go up on the stand. And he asks me, what do I have to say for myself? So, of course, I try telling him, I told him I've kept my nose clean since that case because the only arrests I had had were under an alias that I'm taking that name to the grave, y'all. So, yeah, I don't know how he would have known, that I didn't keep my nose clean, But, so Judge Shea looks at me after all is said and done. Judge Shea looks at me and he says, it is the holiday season. And, it's going to be Christmas in a few days. And, I could be lenient here. And I could let you off because it is the holidays. And then he said, but nah. Literally said nah. And slammed down the gavel and told me I had to serve out 8 fucking months. 8 months? Okay, 8 months, y'all. I was dying on the inside. I was like, are you kidding me? 8 fucking months? That means I could go to prison. Like, they could send me to the penitentiary during that time. It didn't mean that I would necessarily stay, in the jail. Y'all, that's not what that meant, And so, I'm dying. Like, I'm just freaking the hell out. And the judge slams the gavel, and that's the end of the discussion. And they take me by the hand off the stand, and they lead me into a room off the side of the courtroom, okay? And in this room, they tell me, we'll be right back, and we're going to search you before we take you back to holding to go over to the jail for processing. So, they leave the room. And I start going through my purse to, get things together for them to take, right? And that's when I find, 4 roaches in the bottom of my purse that I did not realize were in there. And marijuana, of course, was highly illegal in Louisiana back then. So, what did I do? I ate that shit. I put it in my mouth. As disgusting as it was, I tasted the ashes and everything. Did not care, bitch. I was not getting another charge slapped onto me. That wasn't happening. No. Niece. I was already facing 8 months. There was no way I was going to deal with other charges because I had roaches. Roaches? Okay, maybe if I had an 8-ball of meth or something, but no, bitch. I wasn't doing more time over roaches, okay? Anyway. So, they take me out of the courtroom. They come back in there, and I had eaten the roaches, so there was no proof. And they take me out, and they bring me to what they call the docks, okay? And the docks was where they held you for transportation between the jail and the prison. I mean, not the jail and the prison, the jail and the court. Jamie, get it straight. Get your mind up for prison. And so, yeah, they took me back into the holding cell on the docks. And in this cell, there was like a hole in the floor, and there was a window, a window with bars on it, of course, and like a bunk that didn't have a mattress on it, just a steel bunk. And that was it. No toilet, no sink, no nothing, just a cell with a window. The window didn't even have glass in the window. It just didn't have glass in the window. It was open with bars, you know. So, I'm in there and I needed to pee. Really, really, really bad. And I begged and I begged and I pleaded and I begged, please let me pee, please let me pee. There's no toilet in here, please let me pee. And to no avail. And y'all, I was still pre-op back then, just so you know. I mean, y'all all knew. Duh. So, the open window was right there. And yeah, I hung it out the window. Sure did. Not gonna lie. Hung it out the window and pissed. That was when I realized there was a fucking cop standing downstairs beneath me. And I had just pissed on him. And if y'all want to know what happened next, y'all know the routine, darlings. Be here tomorrow and I will too. I love you all. I love you all for watching. And I love you for the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.